Hello and welcome to Throttle Up. Today we are going to review the Maruti Suzuki Baleno 2022 variant. This is the Zeta variant, which is one down from the top Alpha variant. It starts at an ex-showroom price of 8.1 lakhs for the manual variant and 8.6 lakhs for the automatic variant. So without further ado, let's get into the walk around and review of the new Maruti Baleno. Jumping straight to the heart of the car. First thing you notice when you open the bonnet is that it comes with an insulation to prevent cabin noise. Coming to the heart or the engine of the car, it is powered by a petrol 4-cylinder 1.2 liter engine, which produces around 113 Newton meters of torque and 90 PS of power. This is the only engine available for all the variants across Maruti Baleno. Coming to the front profile of the new Maruti Baleno, you can see a lot of changes up front in the front profile as compared to the previous generation. The grille has been changed, the chrome has been redesigned on the grille, and this is plastic. And the chrome that you see has a metallic feel to it. The headlight is completely redesigned and it's longer and bigger than before. It comes with a projector setup, 3 LED DRLs as you can see, and this is the halogen indicator. It looks really good and really different as compared to the previous generation. There are no fog lamps on this variant, it only comes in the Alpha top variant, but the chrome, it's been finished in chrome, which looks good. The fender, the plastic, the bumper that you see is all plasticky, although it is black. And this is how it looks, the headlight looks when it's lit up in the night. The projectors are LED, which is a really nice touch. The DRLs are obviously LED and they glow in the white color. So this was the front profile. Now let's come to the side profile of the car. As you can see, the headlights have grown in size as compared to the last generation. They come with chrome handles, which is a really nice touch. ORVM indicators, although they are halogen, not LED. You can also see a chrome garnish running from the A pillar to the C pillar, which is a really nice touch given that it's one of the upper variants of the Maruti Suzuki Baleno. You can also see the fuel lid, which has been done in a really normal way, nothing very special about it, just a normal fuel lid. Coming to the ORVMs, they are done just like in the new Honda City, the floating version of the ORVM. It's not attached to the A pillar, it's attached on the door. It gives you better visibility and it looks stylish. Coming to the tire, it's a 16-incher alloy wheels. The specification for that is 195/55 R16, as you can see on the screen. It's a decent size for a tire of a car of this size. Overall, you don't see many changes which have happened over the previous generation when it comes to the side profile. It pretty much looks the same. However, the story is entirely different when you come to the rear end of the new Maruti Baleno. The taillights have been redesigned. The chrome garnish which you see on the top above the logo is different. There have been features added. The reflectors have been differently placed as compared to the last generation. Coming to the tail light might remind you of the Ertiga. This is how the tail light looks when it's lit up. It has 3 different lamps, which gives it a more comprehensive look, and it looks really different coming from the previous generation. So it is a really nice change that they have done on the new generation. Coming to the other parts of the rear end, you see reflectors being differently positioned. You see rear parking sensors given in this variant, rear camera, the placed just above the logo, a chrome garnish, rear wipers and rear defogger. So it comes with a load of features. Coming to the exhaust, it's a single exhaust which is hidden somewhere below. Yeah, there it is. There are no fake exhaust going, which is a good thing. There have been no fake exhaust added to the bumper of this car, and they weren't needed, so that's good. Coming to the boot of the car, it's just let me just open it. There's a button, there's no automatic thing going on. It's a decently sized and shaped boot. There's nothing much to talk about really about the boot. Coming to the lamp, there is a lamp for the boot. There are hooks also. There's no other charging sockets or anything like that going on. There's no subwoofer as such. This is the additional fifth wheel of the car. It is not an alloy like the other 4. The size, however, is the same, so that's the good part. Yeah, that's about the boot. There is a parcel tray. The Zeta variant and the Alpha variant from the rear look pretty much the same, so there are no upgrades as such. If you go for the top model, they look pretty much the same from the rear end. So coming to the back seat of the car, the doors come with chrome handles as I mentioned. The doors are average in weight. It comes with hard plastics, but this is finished in soft. This is leather, blue leather, so it's nice. Hard plastics, chrome finish handles. One bottle space for in the bottle holder. It's all hard plastic. This, however, is finished in piano black, glossy black. It's not a very premium plastic, but yeah, this is how it's finished in. So this is the rear seat. It's all black, just blue on the doors. Adjustable headrest. There is no headrest for the middle passenger, and there is no armrest in the center. So let's get into the cabin. When I close the door, there is no thud. It's not a heavy door as I mentioned. Coming to the leg space, there is decent leg space. It comes with AC vents, no chrome garnish. It has a front adjustable slider armrest, which is a good thing. These are the AC vents, very flimsy plastic and very basic AC vent. This is the knob to control the airflow, which is also very rough to use, not very premium. These are two USB. No, this is Type C socket, which is a good thing because all the modern devices come with a Type C port, Type C charger rather. So that's a good thing. They have not given USB. There is no pocket on the driver's side, which is weird. I don't know why companies do that, but they do. There's a pocket on the co-driver seat. Overall, the back seat is a decent space to be in. It does not feel very airy because the interiors are black. It also does not come with a sunroof, so that does not add to the air appeal. It has a simple cabin light in the center, normal simple controls. It's an halogen, not an LED. So let's move to the front. One thing that I would have wanted in the backseat is more thigh support. I've always had this complaint with Marutis. They have sort of improved it in the new Baleno, but still, I would have liked it more if it were more like i20, because i20 has a very decent thigh support. So coming to the front door, it is again hard plastics, blue leather finish, piano gloss finish. That is the speaker. It comes with a 4 speaker setup. This is the bottle holder. This is gloss piano. 4 power windows. The driver side is auto. This is blue leather. Simple space for keeping your hand. I absolutely don't like how they do the controls for the outside rear mirrors. It looks like it just break. That button is so flimsy and so breakable. Very cheap. These are the manual controls for the driver's side adjusts. There is no automatic control. There is a dead pedal when you look at the pedals. A normal 3 pedals since it's a manual. A very ergonomic and practical place to give the levers for fuel lid opening and hood opening. So that's great. Now coming to the interiors of the car, the features, all of that. So as soon as you get seated, you are greeted by the instrument cluster and the steering. Coming to the engine start stop button, it does come with a engine start stop button. Again, I don't like the finishing of the button, although it's finished in chrome. These are the buttons for headlight adjuster. This is a blank space. You can, I think, add a bottle holder to it. The AC vents are really nicely done. I like that. It's very trapezoidal shape with the garnish all around it. It's glossy finish, so I like that. Turning on the ignition, this is how the instrument cluster greets you. No swipe up function, but it's a decently put instrument cluster. No digital thing going on there. A normal MID and proper analog instrument cluster. So a decent job when it comes to instrument. These are the controls on the steering for your infotainment. Good decent plastic buttons. One thing that you notice in this instrument cluster is that the number of colors used have been reduced. So that's a good thing. It is easy on the eye as compared to the previous generation's cluster. Coming to these sticks, this is how you operate the MID. The left side is to operate the range, to look at the range, the mileage, and the right side stick is to control the overall MID, as to look at the settings, the time, the torque power, and all of that. I don't like why they do this sticks things on the instrument cluster. Why not give the right steering controls by right side pay? But that is how it is. The plastic horn with chrome garnish. These are the buttons as I mentioned. They're tactical to use. There is decent feedback, not very clickety. These are the controls for your phone calls. This is the third spoke, no chrome garnish, just like in these. This is plastic, but there is no silver or chrome appeal to the third spoke. The leather, there is no leather on the steering, there is no leather wrap on the steering wheel. So that does not add to the premium value since it's one of the upper variants of the car. So that's about the steering wheel. Again, simple controls for your wipers on the left side and your headlights on the right side. Or there are auto headlamps in this variant of the Maruti Baleno. Coming to the touchscreen, it does not come with a 9-inch touchscreen as you get in the Alpha, so that's a different thing. This comes with connected car tech and the improved interface. I like how they have improved the interface overall as compared to the previous Maruti cars. It is very intuitive to use, good touchscreen response, decent to look at, not class leading per se, but very improved as compared to the previous outgoing Maruti classes. Comes with voice control. You can change music, calls people from your contacts. So it comes with voice control. There are no clicking buttons, there are no physical buttons, but there are touch buttons on the right and the left side of the touchscreen. I would have liked if they had given rotatable buttons for volume control and track control, but that's missing. There are no physical buttons, there are all touch buttons on the right and left side. I like that they have given the voice control. If you want to have a better infotainment system, you should look at the top alpha variant. But where alpha gets a 9-inch, this gets a 7-inch screen. But this comes with connected car tech, which Maruti calls as Smart Play Pro Plus and Suzuki Connect. So you get the connected car tech features, which is good since you get it in the second most topmost variant also, and you don't have to spend another few thousands or lakhs to get the connected car tech. So that's a good bit. Coming to the AC vents and the AC controls, proper haptic feedback, physical buttons for uh, your AC, no touchscreen, automatic climate control, and very good to look at, very neatly done AC. It might also remind you of the Hyundai i20. Similar sort of buttons if you have looked at the new i20. So I like how they have done the AC vents and the AC controls on this as compared to the previous generation. Coming to the dashboard, they have used 3 layers to this. This is hard plastic, this is hard plastic, finished in grey, that is finished in blue, the third layer, and that's a metallic glossy appeal which they have done in the middle, and it runs from end to end. So it gives a coherent feel to the dashboard. As you can look on the screen, I have shown you the entire dashboard. It comes all together. It doesn't look varied or something like that. Coming to the dashboard, there is a lamp in the dashboard. There is no cool function. An adequately sized dashboard, although it's a bit on the smaller side. They have not done the plastic till the very end, so you can see the wiring and all the insides of the car when you're looking at the bottom of the dashboard. So I don't know why they haven't put plastic there. Ergonomically speaking, there are bottle holders on every side of the door. There is no wireless charger. There's a 12-volt socket. There is a USB socket, so you get a lot of power sockets. 2 bottle holders which are square shaped. I don't understand why they are square shaped, but this will suffice the purpose. Sliding armrest, as I mentioned earlier, has a decent space, no wireless charger or something like that, deep enough to keep your phones and keys and all of that. So oh, I like that it's sliding. Handbrake is normal, it is finished in plastic, no leather. A decent looking gear knob finished in leather wrap. The entire thing is finished in leather, so it would be good to use and to hold. Coming to the vanity mirror, there is a mirror, there is no light. Coming to the driver's side vanity mirror, there is no mirror. Is there a ticket holder? No, there is no ticket holder. Coming to the lights, halogen lights, no LEDs, no sunroof controls, obviously no sunglass holder. Normal touch halogen lights. You have to press it. There's no touch, but yeah, no sunroof. Maruti gives no sunroof. Coming to the seat belts, there is no seat belt adjuster. Fixed seats. The bolstering on the seat is decent. It is adequately formed. I would not say they are the best in class seats, but they do provide the bolstering. And this variant comes with 6 airbags. So 2 on the front, 2 on the seats, and 2 on the sides. So a lot many airbags. So all in all, I would say that the Zeta variant should be one of the go-to variants in the Maruti Baleno if it's in your consideration list, since it provides the most bang for your buck. It provides all the features that you would need in this price bracket, and given that it's priced at around 8.67 lakhs on road, you save at around 1 lakh plus if you do not go for the Alpha variant, because it just has good feel good features, but this one has pretty much everything that you would need. So this was our review of the Maruti Baleno 2022 Zeta variant. Let us know what you think about this variant and the Maruti Baleno overall in the comments below. Thank you. This is Throttle Up.